There was a time I cared a lot. But within the last 5-6 years, I really had my hard lessons.
This is how it starts. Not with wisdom, not with peace, with caring too much. One message ruins your mood. One comment stays in your head. One person's opinion becomes louder than your own life. And most of the time, these people do not even know you. They saw one moment, one picture, one mistake, one version of you. But your mind treats their words like the full truth. Not just for an hour, sometimes for days. You replay it. You answer back inside your head. You build an entire case against yourself based on one sentence from someone who does not know your life. The moment you tie your value to someone else's opinion, you give them control over your peace. That is how other people start living inside your head.
Number one, not take things too deep into consideration, especially from people that I've never met in my life.
This is something you have to learn. It does not happen automatically. Not everything deserves to go deep inside your mind. Not every comment needs to become a wound. Not every opinion deserves space in your mind. Some words are just noise. Some reactions are just someone's bad day. Some criticism comes from people who never tried to understand you and never will. If you let every word go deep, your mind becomes full of other people's opinions, and you carry that weight everywhere. So you do not harden your heart. You just decide what gets in. You let some words pass without carrying them.
Because what they judge, they can only comment on the character that is being available to them.
This is the part that can free you. People are not judging your whole life. They are judging the small version of you they can see, the version on the screen, the version at work, the version from one conversation, the version from one bad day. They do not see your history. They do not see what you carried quietly. They do not see what you survived, fixed, or kept inside. They do not see what it cost you to get to where you are now. So when they judge you, they are not holding the full truth. They are reacting to a small piece of the picture, and a reaction to a small piece is not a verdict on the whole.
Before I would go into judgment, what helps me always is to remember I don't know what this person went through.
This is where the practice begins. When someone hurts you, the mind wants to judge them fast. They are bad. They are wrong. They are the problem. That reaction feels protective, but it keeps you trapped in the same pain. Because now you are carrying their action and your anger at the same time. The pause changes everything. Before you go into judgment, one question slows everything down. What do I actually know about this person? You remember, I do not know their whole story. I do not know what shaped them. I do not know what they went through before they got to me. That does not excuse what they did, but it stops their behavior from poisoning your mind.
They don't like this unhappy state. It's difficult to point the finger on yourself, so you need somebody to blame, to put your unhappiness upon.
Sometimes the attack is not really about you. Some people are carrying pain they do not know how to face, so they look for someone close enough to receive it. You become the target not because of what you did, but because you were there. That does not make it fair. It does not make it right. But it explains why their words feel so heavy. You thought they were describing you, but maybe they were only moving their own weight onto someone nearby, and that is a very different thing.
It's not nice, it's not fair, it's the way how it is. But if you see it like this, there's some peace inside of you.
Peace comes when you stop fighting the wrong battle. You stop trying to make every person understand you. You stop needing every comment to be fair. You stop expecting people who are hurting inside to speak fairly. And when you stop expecting all of that, something shifts. There is space inside you again. You can see what happened without becoming it. You can hear the words without turning them into your identity. That is not weakness. That is not giving up. That is a clean mind. You're not pretending the words were fine. You're just refusing to let them take over your whole inner life.
You don't take things personally anymore too much, because anybody who would be in your place would have received that load of critics and negativity.
This is the release. When someone is bitter, angry, or cruel, it is often the overflow of their own pain. They are carrying pain, and it comes out through their words, and whoever is nearby receives it. Once you understand this, you stop taking everything personally. You do not have to absorb it. You do not have to answer every attack. You do not have to turn their pain into your identity. You can listen. You can check if something is true. You can take what is useful. But you do not have to swallow someone else's unhappiness. That burden is theirs. It was theirs before it reached you.
Look, what is my doing? Every time I feel, hey, this is unfair, but it's interesting actually to ask, where was my part in all of this?
This is the mature part, and the hardest. When something feels unfair, the first reaction is to blame the world. Why did they do this? Why did they treat me like that? Why did this happen to me? That question feels natural, but it keeps all the power outside of you. After the emotion settles, a better question appears. What was my part here? Did I ignore a sign that was already there? Did I stay in something too long because it was familiar? Did I let something continue when I already knew it was wrong? This is not about guilt. It is not about blaming yourself for what someone else chose to do. It is about power. Because the moment you can see your part, you can change your part. And that is where real change starts.
I was not able to hold my proper boundaries. I wasn't able to withstand my no and stick as a no.
This is the missing piece. Sometimes people cross the line because the line was never clear. You were kind, you were patient, you wanted to understand, you wanted to keep the peace. But slowly, keeping the peace became losing yourself. You said yes when you meant no. You stayed quiet when something needed to be said. You accepted treatment you already knew was wrong. A boundary is not an attack. It is not anger. It is not punishment. It is a clear, calm line that tells the world how you expect to be treated. This is what I can accept. This is where I stop. Not because you are trying to control anyone, but because you finally decided that your peace is worth protecting. And when you hold that line without shame, something changes. Other people's behavior no longer decides how you feel inside. So bring this back to your own life. How many times did one sentence change your whole day? One comment, one look, one message, one person who spoke about you like they knew everything, and without noticing you carried it. You replayed it. You questioned yourself. You started building a defense inside your own head, even when the person was no longer there. But this is the mistake. They did not see your whole life. They saw one piece, one moment, one version, one part of you that was visible to them on that day, in that situation. They did not see what you carried quietly. They did not see the years behind you. It is a reaction to a small part of the picture. And sometimes, even that reaction is not really about you at all. Some people are unhappy inside, and they do not know where to put it, so they put it on the nearest person. They blame, they criticize. They make you the reason for a pain that was already living inside them long before you arrived. That does not make it fair, but it can give you peace, because you do not have to carry every word like it belongs to you. You can listen. You can take what is real and true. You can look at your own part honestly. But you do not have to swallow someone else's pain and call it yours. And this is where boundaries come in. Not anger, not revenge, not trying to control what other people do. A boundary is simply respect for your own inner space. It means you know what you can accept and you know where you stop. It means you stop waiting for the world to treat you fairly and you start deciding for yourself what gets in. Let them see what they see. Let them think what they think. Your work is quieter than that. Know yourself clearly. Take responsibility without shame. Hold your line without anger. The opinions that come from outside are not your identity. The pain that belongs to someone else is not yours to carry. And the next time someone tries to place their unhappiness on you, you will know the difference. It may come near you, but it does not have to become you.